Yeah, ignite the oxygen, I'm breathing in the kerosene, the hottest silhouette that this Colosseum's ever seen. I don't need a spark, I'm the friction in the flint, chasing down the ghost of a champion. I caught a squint, velocity is rising, feel the thermal in the chest. I'ma burn the blueprint, put the critics all to rest. Yeah, the Fahrenheit is climbing, watch the mercury explode. I'm a solar flare, moving down a dark and dusty road. No cooling system needed, I'ma let the engine melt. Best kind of confidence is what the struggle ever felt. Got the hip-hop scorching, yeah, it's blistering the track. Once I start the blaze, man, there ain't no turning back. I'm a wildfire rising, I'm a titan of the heat, turning every obstacle to ash beneath my feet. The shadows wanna dampen down the spirit of the brave, but I'm the kind of light that follows suckers to the grave. Keep the furnace screaming, let the inner demon out. Burn away the hesitation, burn away the doubt. We ain't just a flicker, we're a supernova soul, taking every bit of chaos, turning it to gold. Higher than the summit, hotter than the core. Once we get a taste, yeah, we're coming back for more. Keep the furnace screaming till the world begins to glow. Watch the fire in the motion, watch the power grow. Yeah, thermal vision locked, I'm a hunter in the smoke. I don't need to breathe, man, I never ever choke. I'ma stir the embers till the skyline turns to gold. I got a story in the furnace that has never been told. Calibrated heat, yeah, I'm cooking up a storm. Watch the metamorphosis, watch the energy take form. Hip-hop in the lungs, every bop is a grenade. I'm the only flame that's never ever gonna fade. And looking for the exit, I'ma run into the blast, building up a future that can outlive the past. I'm a dragon in the gym, I'm a comet on the street. I can feel the molecules vibrating in the beat. Spitting liquid lava, yeah, I'm melting down the cage. Welcome to the peak of the incinerator stage. Don't you try to quench it, don't you try to play it cool. I'm the one who's breaking every thermodynamic rule. Keep the furnace screaming, let the inner demon out. Burn away the hesitation, burn away the doubt. We ain't just a flicker, we're a supernova soul, taking every bit of chaos, turning it to cold. Higher than the summit, hotter than the core. Once we get a taste, yeah, we're coming back for more. Keep the furnace screaming till the world begins to glow. Watch the fire in the motion, watch the power grow. Soak it, poke it, if it's broken then we smoke it. Everything I touch, yeah, I'ma leave it all soaked in fire, heat, rising from the concrete. Higher than the heaven, lower than the street. Keep the furnace screaming, let the inner demon out. Burn away the hesitation, burn away the doubt. We ain't just a flicker, we're a supernova soul, taking every bit of chaos, turning it to gold. Higher than the summit, hotter than the core. Once we get a taste, yeah, we're coming back for more. Keep the furnace screaming till the world begins to glow. Watch the fire in the motion, watch the power grow. Let it burn, never douse the flame. Absolute zero, doesn't know my name.
Yo, hey. Yeah. Perched on the edge of the gravel where the shadows are leaning and the concrete is dreaming of a life that is leaning on a hollow ambition, scaling the stairs to the summit to witness the limit of every spirit that's broken and living in a state of a permanent transition. Neon vibrations are pulsing like arteries underneath the surface of a city that's thirsty for a version of a story that is honest and gritty. I'm carving my name in the rust of the railing, watching the failures of every fake savior who's begging for a little bit of pity. Down in the gutter, they're chasing the flicker of a digital liquor, but up in the ether, the air is getting thinner and the vision is clearer. Every headlight is a bullet in the dark, leaving a mark on the heart of the park while I'm staring at a crack in the dusty old mirror. This is the hip-hop anatomy, a silent academy, balancing the gravity of a world that is spinning on the axis of pure luxury and vanity. I'm reading the braille of the rooftops, ignoring the blue cops, waiting for the truth to drop like a heavy set hammer of sanity. Elevated state of mind, leaving all the noise behind, looking at the gridlock, watching how the souls run. Nothing but the altitude between me and the holy truth, sipping on the skyline, savoring my lonely youth. Panoramic clarity through the smoke and the haze, counting all the silhouettes lost inside the maze. Distance makes the giants look like ants in the street, finding all the patterns where the bitter and the sweet meet. Silent observation from a kingdom made of lead, hearing all the words that the politicians never said. High-rise sanctuary far above the common crowd, writing out the gospel on a silver-lined cloud. Cold wind biting at the collar of the denim while I'm spitting out the venom of a generation stuck in the loop of a terminal desire. Looking at the grid of the avenues, checking the news of the blues and the views while the horizon is catching on a literal fire. I see the taxis like yellow jackets swarming in a hive that is barely alive, just trying to survive the 9 to 5 of the daily deception. Every rooftop is a chapter of a book that was never even opened by a person who was looking for a little bit of spiritual perception. Gargoyles staring at the luxury suites where the glutton needs every piece of the street till there's nothing but a skeleton of steel. I'm holding the ledger of the heights, watching the lights of the nights as they flicker and they fade into something that is finally real. Tracing the maps of the ventilation ducts, ignoring the bucks and the luck in the trucks that are clogging up the arteries of the soul, reclaiming the silence in the world of the screams, stitching the seams of the shattered dreams until I'm finally feeling whole. Treading on the asphalt sky, watching how the minutes fly. Nobody can reach me here, nobody can ask me why. Gravity is just a ghost haunting all the floors below. I'm the only witness to the secret of the city's glow. Panoramic clarity through the smoke and the haze, counting all the silhouettes lost inside the maze. Distance makes the giants look like ants in the street, finding all the patterns where the bitter and the sweet meet. Silent observation from a kingdom made of lead, hearing all the words that the politicians never said. High-rise sanctuary far above the common crowd, writing out the gospel on a silver-lined cloud. Suddenly the traffic sounds like waves against the shore, and I don't feel the hunger or the hustle anymore. 1,000 tiny windows looking back like empty eyes, revealing all the layers of the beautifully crafted lies. Concrete canyons breathing in the cool and heavy air. Life is just a sequence of a long and lonely stare, balancing on the precipice of everything I know, watching how the seeds of the city start to grow. The panoramic clarity through the smoke and the haze, counting all the silhouettes lost inside the maze. Distance makes the giants look like ants in the street, finding all the patterns where the bitter and the sweet meet. Silent observation from a kingdom made of lead, hearing all the words that the politicians never said. High-rise sanctuary far above the common crowd, writing out the gospel on a silver-lined cloud. Don't look down unless you're ready for the fall. The city's just a playground after all. Keep your head in the cloud. Peace.
Foot on the gas, no easing. Breaking fragments, still I'm breathing. Kick shift torque in the system, grit in the teeth, no room for wisdom. Long road stretch, no sign, no guide. Just pulsing and need to collide. Pushed in coast, nah, scratch that thought. Back to the surge, what I actually brought is pressure built rhythm, a stagger stride. Half step, full send, don't normalize. The strain got texture, the pain got tone. Hear that? There's growth in a different zone. Lean forward, don't hover. Run it up, no pattern, no pace, set clean. Break it in just to stay unseen. When it hit that bar, don't slow, go through. Shift the rhythm, make a new route. Not smooth, good, let it feel off beat. That's where the real ones find they peak. No straight line in the way I strive. Jagged motion, that's how I drive. Start. Jagged motion, that's how I drive. Start with a drag, then burst real quick. Switch that tempo, don't let it stick. 1, 2, pause and accelerate. Mess with time and elevate. Not everything gotta land, don't grid. Some steps late, that's where I live. Breath cut short, then I stretch that line like elastic wheel in a frame of time. Tilt the balance, almost break form, then snap back stronger inside the storm. Yeah, control ain't always clean. Sometimes it's chaos you keep between. Break flow, rebuild. Run it up, no pattern, no pace, set clean. Break cadence just to stay unseen. When it hit that wall, don't slow, go through. Shift the rhythm, make a new route. Not smooth, good, let it feel off beat. That's where the real ones find they peak. No straight line in the way I strive. Jagged motion, that's how I drive. Da-da-doo, da-da-doo, da-da-doo. Da-da-doo, da-da-doo, da-da-doo. Da-da-doo, da-da-doo, da-da-doo. Jagged motion, that's how I drive. Now the loop, this evolves mid-run. New form built when the old one done. Slip, recover, adapt that pace. That's the code I don't replace. No fixed lane in the way I grow. Zigzag pressure is all I know. That discomfort, yeah, that's the sign. You're rewriting your own design. Run it up, no pattern, no pace, and clean. Break cadence just to stay unseen. When it hit that wall, don't slow, go through. Shift the rhythm, make a new route. Not smooth, good, let it feel off beat. That's where the real ones find they peak. No straight line in the way I strive. Jagged motion, that's how I drive. Da-da-doo, da-da-doo, da-da-doo. No symmetry, still I align. Da-da-doo, da-da-doo, da-da-doo. Off-beat steps, still redefine. Da-da-doo, da-da-doo, da-da-doo. Not perfect, that's how I drive. Irregular, but still alive. But still alive.
Yeah. Yeah. Adrenaline spiking in the dark like a jagged needle moving through the Colosseum. Predatory, strictly evil. Look at the way I flip the switch and then I rip the stitch and leave them in the ditch. Rich with the rhythm while I'm hunting for the glitch. I'm a ghost phantom, operatic phantom in the tandem with the cannon. Blasting through the sequence that the industry was planning. Slow it down, feel the weight of the gravity hitting the ground. Then I accelerate velocity. I'm never gonna be found. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Tripping on the AAA. Syllable is liquid and you know I'm gonna sip it. Check the hip hop architecture. Leaning like the tower in the midnight hour. I'm the only one with power. Stutter, step, breathe. Calculated malice hiding underneath the sleeve. Leaving every amateur a reason to believe that the beat is a monster, but I'm the one who tamed it. Saw the throne was empty, so I stepped up and I claimed it. Underneath the surface where the red river flows, follow the direction that the cold wind blows. Concrete shivering beneath the heavy sky. No point in asking for the reason why. Metal on metal, let the sparks start to fly. Look into the darkness with a predator's eye. Everything is burning in a beautiful way, waiting for the ashes of another dead day. Yeah. Vibration, rising from the marrow with the lethal inclination. I don't need a map, I need a rhythm liberation. Watch this, point blank range with the lyrical exchange. I bring the change, rearrange the structure till the melody is strange. I'm a wolf in the wire, I'm a snake in the code. Watch the way I handle every heavy metal load. Rhyme scheme, chaotic, neurotic, hypnotic, erotic, exotic. Going like I'm a poison that is strictly antibiotic. Killing every virus in the system of the track. Once I hit the center, there is no turning back. Erratic, static, automatic transmission. A man on a mission, breaking every bone of the boring tradition. High-speed collision with the lo-fi sound. I'm the only treasure that is waiting to be found in the wreckage of the battle, in the ruins of the night. I'm the last vibration, I'm the only source of light. Underneath the surface where the red river flows, follow the direction that the cold wind blows. Concrete shivering beneath the heavy sky. No point in asking for the reason why. Metal on metal, let the sparks start to fly. Look into the darkness with the predator's eye. Everything is burning in a beautiful way, waiting for the ashes of another dead day. Pressure building in the pipes until they burst. Tell me who's the one who's gonna hit the floor first. 1, 2, the arena is waiting for you. No escape, no exit, just a beat and how you respect it. Underneath the surface where the red river flows, follow the direction that the cold wind blows. Concrete shivering beneath the heavy sky. No point in asking for the reason why. Metal on metal, let the sparks start to fly. Look into the darkness with the predator's eye. Everything is burning in a beautiful way, waiting for the ashes of another dead day. Echoes, the blood is drying on the stone. Ooh, walking out the gate, but I'm never alone. The rhythm follows me like a hungry shadow, deep into the city, deep into the fog. The end of transmission.
Yeah. The brain is the cockpit, the body just a shell. Architect the heaven in the middle of this hell. I'm rewiring the circuit, yeah, the synapses are fried. But I found a brand new kingdom living deep down inside. While they're staring at the mirror, I'm staring at the code. Calculating destiny on this lonely gravel road. It's a psychological warfare, a siege on the doubt. I'ma push the static in and scream the weakness out. Neural pathways blazing like a forest on fire. I'm the master of the temple, I'm the soul on the wire. Don't talk to me about tired, that's a ghost in the head. I'm a feast on the fatigue till the limitations are dead. Hot in the cranium, a symphony of rage. Watch the prisoner of logic finally break out the cage. The skin is just a curtain, the bone is just a gate, but the consciousness is driving through the heavy hands of fate. Manifest the motive, yeah, the mind is the king. Watch the way the universe begins to start to swing. Over every obstacle, over every wall. The spirit is the giant that can never really fall. Total dark, total light, in the flicker of a thought. Winning every battle that the muscles never fought. Manifest the motive, let the brain take the lead. This is more than just a body, it's a transcendental breed. Yeah, it's a transcendental. Yeah, I'm overclocking systems, yeah, I'm pushing past the red. Got a stadium of echoes living inside of their head. The muscle is a follower, it's waiting for the sign. While I'm sketching out the cosmos in the mathematical line. I don't bleed like a mortal, I just leap pure focus. Turning every tragedy into a hocus pocus. Magic in the moment, yeah, the rhythm is a drug. I'm pulling out the weakness like I'm pulling out a plug. High frequency, yeah, it's vibe breaking the skull. Making sure that appetite for greatness never dull. They're checking on the vitals, I'm checking on the spark. I'm the only lighthouse shining in the middle of the dark. The ego is the anchor, so I cut the rope loose. Giving every neuron a 10,000 volt juice. If you see it in the vision, then it's already a fact. Now tell the weary engine it's time to start to act. Don't you wait to see it. If the reality is small, man, you better go and flee it. In an eye, open wide, nothing left to hide. Take the pilot seat and let the whole world slide. Focus. Manifest the motive, yeah, the mind is the king. Watch the way the universe begins to start to swing. Over every obstacle, over every wall. The spirit is the giant that can never really fall. Total dark, total light, in the flicker of a thought. Winning every battle that the muscles never fought. Manifest the motive, let the brain take the lead. This is more than just a body, it's a transcendent. So breathe. Mind over matter. Logic in the dust. Infinite vision. In the brain we trust.
Wanna Kelly, hey. Life
We got to own it all, we got to own it all, we got to own it. Tension, winding the mainspring until it's about to snap. Breaking the cycle and escaping from the comfort trap. I can feel the electricity crawling underneath the skin. Ready for the moment when the actual movements begin. Cylinders rotating like the stars in the midnight sky. Giving no reason to the how and the where and the why. Silver grease, making sure the transition is liquid and fast. Building the momentum that's finally designed to last. Unlock the potential that's been dormant for 1,000 years. Drowning out the echoes of the hesitations and the fears. The resistance is melting into a pool of glowing white light. Everything is moving toward the center of the hip-hop night. The internal generator is humming with a new frequency. We are witnessing the precise alignment of the wind away. Momentum is the only language that the universe understands. Every nerve ending is participating in the sudden ignition. There is a beautiful violence in the way the silence breaks. We are becoming the architects of the kinetic revolution. The blueprints are burning in the heat of the transformation. Total immersion in the rhythm of the unlocked self. Of the unlocked self. Hey. Ignition, blue sparks jumping between the synapses now. Taking the throne and refusing to ever take a bow. Twisting the reality into a brand new shape. Finding in the action a permanent and sweet escape. Dynamo spin until the body starts to glow and hum. Marching to the vibration of a much more honest drum. Kinetic, moving like a shadow through a forest of glass. Watching all the heavy and the hollow moments just pass. Engage the gears and let the energy start to cascade. Living in the brilliance of the masterpiece we've made. The key is turned and the mechanism is finally free. Showing us exactly who we were, always meant to be. An internal generator is humming with a new frequency. We are witnessing the precise alignment of the wind away. What makes them is the only language that the universe understands. Every nerve ending is participating in a sudden ignition. There is a beautiful violence in the way the silence breaks. We are becoming the architects of the kinetic revolution. The blueprints are burning in the heat of the transformation. Total immersion in the rhythm of the unlocked selves. Of the unlocked self. Of the unlocked self. Drive around. You better on and up. Radiate thermal power that's generated from the core. Opening a gateway that was never even there before. Accelerate past the limits of the ordinary and the plane, washing off the residue of the psychological rain. Steady as the rotation of a planet around its sun. Knowing that the true work has only just begun. Listen to the roar of the spirit as it finds its stride. Nowhere left for the beautiful truth to ever hide. The internal generator is humming with a new frequency. We are witnessing the precise alignment of the wind away. Momentum is the only language that the universe understands. Every nerve ending is participating in a sudden ignition. There is a beautiful violence in the way the silence breaks. We are becoming the architects of the kinetic revolution. The blueprints are burning in the heat of the transformation. Total immersion in the rhythm of the unlocked self. The unlocked self. Total immersion in the rhythm of the unlocked self. Unlocked self. Total immersion in the rhythm of the unlocked self.
Yeah. Yeah. Check the ledger, yeah, I'm pouring in the liquid gold, buying back my future cause the past is getting old. Every drop hitting the flow is a deposit made. I'm the CEO of grind, yeah, I never seek the shade. Salt in the eyes, keep the vision crystal clear. I don't play with luck, I just hustle through the fear. Moving like a piston, keeping physics in the play. Making sure the work reflects the words I gotta say. Muscle fiber stretching like a rubber band on fire. While the hip hop keep the pulse higher and higher. I ain't looking for a handout, I'm building up the stock. Working around the sun and I'm working around the clock. Invested in the bone, invested in the vein. Getting rich in spirit while I'm dealing with the pain. The price is high, but the payout is a mountain. Drinking from the sweat like an everlasting fountain. Drip by drip, yeah, we building up the wealth. Best kind of riches is the glory and the health. No shortcut, no scam, just the honest line. Turning all the effort into something purely divine. Pay the toll, take the soul to the peak of the hill. Nothing beats the power of a dedicated will. Yeah, we making this stack. Once we gain the ground, man, we never giving back. Yeah, independent earner, I don't need a middleman. Following the blueprint, following the master plan. Pavement is my office and the gym is my cathedral. Moving with the sharpness and the point of a needle. I'm a high stakes player, putting body on the line. Watching every drop of the effort start to shine. Hip hop and the drums keep the cadence on the beat. Burning up the track with the friction from the feet. They want the shiny trophy, but they don't want the rust. They don't want the hours spent grinding in the dust. But I love the friction, yeah, I love the way it feels. Grabbing for the destiny and spinning all the wheels. Value in the struggle, yeah, the equity is real. Seal the deal with the iron, that's the only way I feel. Cash out the fatigue for a brand new frame. Play the long game till they memorize the name. Drip by drip, yeah, we building up the wealth. Best kind of riches is the glory and the health. No shortcut, no scam, just the honest line. Turning all the effort into something purely divine. Pay the toll, take the soul to the peak of the hill. Nothing beats the power of a dedicated will. Yeah, we making it stack. Once we gain the ground, man, we never giving back. Work for it, earn it. Feel the fire, let it burn it. Down, give them every single pound. Invest in the sweat, collecting the debt. This is the safest. And the back is back. Go! Yeah, we building up the wealth. Best kind of riches is the glory and the health. No shortcut, no scam, just the honest line. Turning all the effort into something purely divine. Pay the toll, take the soul to the peak of the hill. Nothing beats the power of the dedicated will. Yeah, we making it stack. Once we gain the ground, man, we never giving back. Paid in full, no debts. Just sweat. Equity.
Hey. Crimson canvas melting over the city rim. I can feel the light getting heavy and dim. Blowing smoke into the velvet breeze. Finding my focus and finding my ease. Listen to the pulse of the avenue heat. Matching the tempo of the shuffling feet. Graffiti glowing like a holy sign. I'm crossing the threshold, I'm crossing the line. Static fading from the radio dial. I haven't felt this zen in a long while. Bass lines walking through the hip-hop veins. Breaking the locks and the mental chains. Urban echoes sinking with the heart. Watching the day in the shadows depart. Every single worry dissolves in the glare. I'm breathing the music, I'm breathing the air. Liquid fire flowing down the street. Merging the soul with the rhythm and beat. Horizons blurring in the faded glow. Letting the bottled emotions go. Neon whispers starting to wake. Giving the spirit a needed break. Caught in the middle of the amber haze. Losing myself in the perfect maze. Mellow vibrations humming in the chest. Putting the chaos to a final rest. Shadows dancing on the brick and stone. I'm vibing together while I'm walking alone. Perspective shifting with the angle of sun. The race is over and the sprinting is done. Sipping on the silence like it's fine wine. Everything messy is starting to align. Rhymes drifting in the hip-hop stream. Living a life that feels like a dream. Clock hands stutter, then they slowly freeze. I'm sailing away on the evening seas. Golden dust dancing in the air. Smoothing out the edges of the deep despair.
writing my story on the twilight page, escaping the bars of the concrete cage. Liquid fire flowing down the street, merging the soul with the rhythm and beat. Horizons blurring in the faded glow, letting the bottled emotions go. Neon whispers starting to wake, giving the spirit a needed break. Caught in the middle of the amber haze, losing myself in the perfect maze. Every color is screaming my name. Nothing will ever be quite the same. Melting the iron and melting the cold, turning the lead into spiritual gold. Heavy eyelids starting to close. Heaven is closer than anyone knows. Floating away on a cushion of sound, lifting my feet from the dirty ground. Liquid fire flowing down the street, merging the soul with the rhythm and beat. Horizons blurring in the faded glow, letting the bottled emotions go. Neon whispers starting to wake, giving the spirit a needed break. Caught in the middle of the amber haze, losing myself in the perfect maze. Twilight, twilight swallows the last of the light. Everything heavy is finally light. Tick, 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 tick in the moments. Stick in the flow. Where the amber goes, I go.
That beat, stack it up. Woo. Yeah, yeah. Stack it up. Woo. Yeah. Cold bar on my back, yeah, the metal talk, heavy breath hitch. Pause, reset, now I'm ready, count slow. 1, feel the pressure expand. 2, caught tight, whole world in my hands. 3, vision blurred, then it's sharpened again. See a version of me that I ain't been yet. Grip chart, dust, fingers locked in the vow. If it don't break me, it's shaping me now. Short breath, quick breaths, then a long drag inhale. Heart drum double time, but I don't derail. Drop low, explode, drop heels through the floor. Pain knock once, I don't answer the door. Nah, switch cadence, hold tension, don't rush. Let the weight stretch time in the middle of the push. Every rep got a lesson taught deep in the strain. I ain't lifting the bar, I'm lifting my name. Heavy don't lie, it reveal what's inside. When the load hit peak, that's where I reside. Stack it up, wait, I don't fold. See my future in the strain, clear as gold. Every rep like a lens, focus like no drift. Pressure turn to power every time I lift. Hold that line, don't crack, don't cave. I get sharper in the stress, I get brave. No illusion, it's the truth I'm living. Heavy sets got me seeing new visions. Tread, hit, pavement, same code, new feel. Legs feel lead, but the mind stays still. Quick step, stutter, then I lengthen the glide. Breath sink off the beat I got inside. Heartbeat, kick drum, tempo won't break. Even when the lungs scream, give me a break. Now cut that thought, let it fade in the wind. Discomfort, where the real ones begin. Shift gears, microburst, then I cruise real low. Let the silence in the run start to glow. See flashes past doubts, all fears dissolve. Every mile like a problem I already solved. Uneven rhythm, yeah, I dance with the strain. I ain't chasing the pace, I became the pace. No crowd, just gravel in the shadow ahead. But that shadow looks stronger every step I tread. No shortcuts carved in the road I chase. Only clarity, born in a ruthless pace. Stack it up, wait, I don't fold. See my future in the strain, clear as gold. Every rep like a lens, focus like no drift. Pressure turn to power every time I live. Hold that line, don't crack, don't cave. I get sharper in the stress, I get brave. No illusion, it's the truth I'm living. Heavy sets got me seeing new visions. Slow grind, feel the burn, articulate. Every fiber talk back, I translate. Break form, now I rebuild, refine. Turn rough motion into clean design. Load increase on my focus tighten. Dark thoughts fade when the goal get bright. And no escape, I embrace the friction. That resistance build a different vision. Stack it up, wait, I don't fold. See my future in the strength, there is gold. Every rep like a lens, focus like no drift. Pressure turn to power every time I live. Hold that line, don't crack, don't cave. I get sharper in the stress, I get brave. No illusion, it's the truth I'm living. Heavy sets got me seeing new visions. Bar drop slow, but the mindset stay. I carry that weight when I walk away. Not just muscle, it's a shift in decision. I built who I saw in them heavy set visions. Rap mindset, give it up. Yeah. Yeah. Bar loaded, yeah, I feel that bend. Not the first, but it might be the end. Grip tight, knuckles turn to stone. Whole world shrink to this set alone. Count slow, 1, 2, 3. Every rep feel like it testing me. Midway burn, but I don't detach. Pain just telling me where I'm at. Form break, nah, I lock it in. Even ugly reps still count as wins. Breath click, vision go narrow. Tunnel mode like I'm shot from an arrow. Yeah, it's the point where most fold early. Not me, I lean in. Last one, everything I got. No half reps, give it full shot. When it shake, when it feel like drop. That's the moment I don't stop, no doubt. Just driving will push through slow, but I'm climbing still. If I break, then I break that wall. Last rep mindset, give it all. Last rep mindset, give it all. Yeah, last rep mindset, give it all. Leg day, stairs feel like a cliff, but I still take them to add the lift. Heartbeat loud, like a snare on blast. Every second stretching way too fast. I don't wait for a perfect set. I attack whatever strength I got left. Micro moves, yeah, inch by inch. That's how I turn pressure into flinch. No crowd, just me and the strain. No hype, just focus and pain. Yeah, that's the space where the growth get built. No quit, just grit. Last one, everything I got. No half reps, give it full shot. When it shake, when it feel like drop. That's the moment I don't stop, no doubt. Just driving will push through slow, but I'm climbing still. If I break, then I break that wall. Last rep mindset, give it all. Give it all. Give it all. I don't count what I already did. I'm focused on this last bit. Every doubt gets shut down quick. Ain't no space left for that. Weak talk script, muscle scream, but I stay composed. Mind locked in, eyes half closed. This right here define my frame. Who I am when I feel that strain. Last one, everything I got. No half reps, give it full shot. When it shake, when it feel like drop. That's the moment I don't stop, no doubt. Just driving will push through slow, but I'm climbing still. If I break, then I break that wall. Last rep mindset, give it all. Bracket, nah, not yet. One more. That's the code I'm living for. Every hand just reset call. Last rep mindset, give it all.
Yeah. Yeah. No scale. The frequency sinks low beneath the audible range of man. I feel the floor start shaking, exactly as planned. My diaphragm compresses slow, moving across the physical span. Got the ultimate pressurizing, following the inner brand. The visible light disappears now, ignoring the cheap fan. I focus on the fundamental tone now, doing all that I can. My mind is mapping the vibration slow now, running with the tight plan. Yeah, the bass is a physical force throughout the whole land. Yeah, the air itself is breathing deep, heavy with unseen might. See, I watch the quick movement start, everything feels right. Yeah, my thoughts are like complex tremors, winning the inner fight. The rhythm is intentional now, moving through the darkest night. I see the world warp subtly, shining perfectly bright. This beautiful sonic distortion, holding on to the light. My vibe is worth it now, stepping into the pure light. Yeah, the LFO is dictating what feels tight. Woo, woo. Vibration strikes hard and fast, right in the soft core. We move with the seismic shift now, always asking for more. My posture is shifting deep, knocking on the inner door. This beautiful low wind impact, settling the final score. Yeah, the pressure is maximized, holding a constant pull. Each low end hit is making the body fall. Yeah, this ambient profound groove, breaking the common rule. Yeah, the sub-bass signal is eternally cool. Bone density feels loose, right in the center of the chest. I observe the quiet scene now, putting the soul to the ultimate test. The tempo is steady now, avoiding the inner pest. Yeah, the vibe is consistent, built on the heavy crest. Yeah, I catch the fleeting movement now, perfectly blessed. This profound sense of yielding, putting the mind at rest. My movements are measured, powered by the core zest. Yeah, the rhythm and contortion is what I truly invest. Old binders dissolve quick, turning into fluid motion. I let the sound guide me, a deep sonic potion. My focus is loose now, lost in the massive ocean. The texture is liquid smooth, built on pure devotion. I feel the connection with the sonic notion. This moment is pure and I'm fueling the silent emotion. My attention is total, stand against the locomotion. Yeah, the wave of the moment is the final promotion. Vibration strikes hard and fast, right in the soft core. We move with the seismic shift now, always asking for more. My posture is shifting deep, knocking on the inner door. This beautiful low end impact, settling the final score. Yeah, the pressure is maximized, holding a constant pull. Each low end hit is making the body full. This ambient profound groove, breaking the common rule. Yeah, the sub-bass signal is eternally cool. Why does this simple rhythm feel like a breaking of the mold? It's the rejection of the high notes, a story that must be told. I trade the fast current for the power that is ancient and old. The melody's potent, worth more than pure gold. My focus is total, avoiding the tight fold. The rhythm is honest, built on the structure bold. We move with the slow pace, a feeling I uphold. Yeah, the physical influence is perfectly sold. Vibration strikes hard and fast, right in the soft core. We move with the seismic shift now, always asking for more. My posture is shifting deep, knocking on the inner door. This beautiful low end impact, settling the final score. Yeah, the pressure is maximized, holding a constant pull. Each low end hit is making the body full. This ambient profound groove, breaking the common rule. Yeah, the sub-bass signal is eternally cool. The core frequency sinks, yeah. The body finds its curve, yeah. No escape from the pressure, yeah. The low end nerve, yeah. Physical groove, achieve, yeah.
This ain't speed. Start slow, don't chase the burst. I build a pace that outlasts thirst. Breathe in, hold, then let it break. Find a rhythm the pain can't shake. Step, slight delay on the beat. Off grid time and keep me on my feet. Lungs stop loud, I answer back. Not yet, then I double that. Long stretch, mind go quiet and deep. Death is almost never reach. No hype here, just steady grind. A loop I hold inside my mind, yeah. This ain't speed, it's duration. Stay long, stay strong. Keep it going past the point you fold. That's the place where the truth gets told. Not in the start, not in the show. It's deep in the stretch where the real ones go. Hold that line when the signal fade. Push through static, you never played. If you last, then you crack that mold. That's how you read that endurance code. Yeah. Mid-run blur, vision go grain. But I find clarity inside the strain. Short burst, then I drag it out. Test the edges of what I doubt. Legs heavy, tempo shift slow. Still I keep that underflow. Heartbeat sync with the mental pace. Time dissolve, I lose that pace. No crowd, just the inner sound. A low hum when I'm locked in now, yeah. That state don't come on command. No rush, just push. Keep it going past the point you fold. That's the place where the truth gets told. Not in the start, not in the show. It's deep in the stretch where the real ones go. Hold that line when the signal fade. Push through static, you never played. If you last, then you crack that mold. That's how you read that endurance code. That's how you read that endurance code. It's not fast, it's how long you stay. When the easy route drifts away. Every second rewires the frame. When you stand in the quiet pain. No spotlight where I evolve. Just long form problems I resolve. If I last, then I transform. That's the shape of a different form. Keep it going past the point you fold. That's the place where the truth gets told. Not in the start, not in the show. It's deep Alarm hit, nah, I'm already up. Mind on go, before coffee cup. Cold floor, bare feet, shock to the system. That's how I start, no comfort to lean on. Quick pace, then I drag it slow. Test my control in the ebb and flow. Yesterday close, but not enough. That version of me wasn't built that tough. Short breath, then expand. Push past the point I used to stand. Micro gain stack in a heavy change. Small wins morph to a different range, yeah. Progress ain't loud, it's layered. Wait, don't. A little more than I did before. One more step, then I add one more. Not the same when I hit that grind. I'll grow what I left behind. No rewind. I evolve my pace. New day, new version. I gotta face. If it hurt, then I'm on the way. Built stronger than yesterday. Mid-set, shake, hands start to slip. Reset, grip tight in the discipline, breath off time. But I catch that beat, stick it back with the heart and feet, fast burst. Then I stagger the flow, break rhythm just to let it grow. Not clean, good, that's how it forms. Strength get real when it's slightly torn. I don't remember who I used to be. I compete with the old me quietly. Yeah, that's pressure I actually trust. No compare, just repair. A little more than I did before. One more step, then I add one more. Not the same when I hit that grind. I'll grow what I left behind. No rewind, I evolve my pace. New day, new version. I gotta face. If it hurt, then I'm on the way. Built stronger than yesterday. Not a leap, this is steady climb. Layer by layer, rap by time. Slip once, then I realign. Growth don't care if it ain't defined. Every flaw turn usable. Every doubt get movable. I don't chase perfection's frame. I just show up and change the game. Girl, compare a little more than I did before. One more step, then I add one more. Not the same when I hit that grind. I'll grow what I left behind. No rewind, I evolve my pace. New day, new version. I gotta face. If it hurt, then I'm on the way. Built stronger than yesterday. No finish line, just levels ahead. Old me gone, that chapter dead. Day by day I reshape my frame. Same soul, but I ain't the same. White noise screaming, but I'm tuning out the frequency. Everything is moving in a blur, yeah, it's a sequency. Left foot, right foot, calculating distance now. Sweat in the eyelashes, never gonna wipe the brow. I'm a ghost in the city, I'm a ripple in the street. Finding all the answers in the cadence of the feet. No thoughts, no names, just the oxygen and tempo. Life is getting complicated, I'ma keep it simple. 1 mile, 10 miles, yeah, the world is disappearing. Only thing I'm feeling is the wind and what I'm hearing. Yeah, the hip-hop keep the ghost of the doubt at the bay, while I'm running from the shadows of a long and heavy day. Pavement is a vacuum, sucking up the ego. Watch the way the body and the spirit let the meat go. The faster I accelerate, the quieter it gets. Drowning out the worries and the echoes of regrets. I'ma run until the silence is the only thing that's left. Escaping from the gravity, subtle kind of theft. No voices in the cranium, no static in the soul. Just a rhythm motion, taking back the full control. Beyond the wall of sound, yeah, we're breaking through the air. Finding where the pieces, yeah, I'm almost bloody there. Running into the silence, yeah, we're fading into blue. Nothing but the rhythm and the version that is true. Check the biomechanics, I'm a frictionless machine. Floating through the chaos like a pixel on the screen. I don't feel the lactic, I don't feel the heavy lung. Just a secret language that is spoken by the tongue of the motion, yeah, the poetry of physics in the dark. Leaving every memory and every little mark behind me in the dust, yeah, the baggage is away. I'm shedding all the skin while I'm heading for the gate. Hip hop in the eardrums, pulsing like a star. I don't even recognize the person that I are. Just a biological momentum on the loose, squeezing out the clarity and drinking up the juice. I'ma outrun the yesterday, I'ma outrun the pain until the only thing that's beating is the logic in the brain. The city is a whisper and the world is is just a dot. I'ma find the sanctuary in the center of the spot. I'ma run until the silence is the only thing that's left. Escaping from the gravity, a subtle kind of theft. No voices in the cranium, no static in the soul. Just a rhythm motion, taking back the full control. Beyond the wall is down, yeah, we're breaking through the air. Finding where the pieces, yeah, I'm almost bloody there. Running into the silence, yeah, we're fading into blue. Nothing but the rhythm and the version that is true. Quiet, empty, nothing can tempt me into the hollow where the universe sent me. Breath in, breathe out, kill the scream and the shout. Find the zero, be the hero. Yeah, that's what it's about. I'ma run until the silence is the only thing that's left. Escaping from the gravity, a subtle kind of theft. No voices in the cranium, no static in the soul. Just a rhythm motion, taking back the full control. Beyond the wall of sound, yeah, we're breaking through the air. Finding where the pieces, yeah, I'm almost bloody there. Running into the silence, yeah, we're fading into blue. Nothing but the rhythm and the version that is true. 0 decibels, total focus. Everything is quiet. Finally.
Concrete solid with the force of the swing. I'm the definition of a heavyweight king. Density levels hitting maximum peak. Silence is gold when the iron starts to speak. Raw, unfiltered hip-hop in the vein. Breaking the cycle and releasing the pain. Listen to the clank of the cold hard fact, leaving the entire opposition intact. Crack, force multiplied by the will to succeed, giving the people exactly what they need. Static electricity jumping off the wall, watching every single fake structure fall. Impact imminent, better brace for the hit. Master of the gravity and master of the grit. Vibration shaking the marrow and the bone, establishing the power from a concrete throne. Crushing the doubt with a single-handed stroke, turning every lie into a cloud of gray smoke. Absolute authority, the weight of the night. Everything is clear in the flickering light, bending the reality to fit the grand plan. Nothing but the strength of a self-made man. Galvanized spirit and top speed the old soul, taking back the narrative and taking full control. Cold calculated with the latent type flow, planting the seed just to watch the chaos grow. No room for debate, no time for the pleas, bringing the monument down to its knees. Style so heavy that it's bending the track, moving at the speed of a hard type attack, igniting the fuses inside of the brain, washing off the pity and the shallow type stain. Listen to the rhythm as the gears all grind, leaving every limitation way back behind. Vibration shaking the marrow in the bone, establishing the power from a concrete throne. Crushing the doubt with a single-handed stroke, turning every lie into a cloud of gray smoke. Absolute authority, the weight of the night. Everything is clear in the flickering light, bending the reality to fit the grand plan. Nothing but the strength of a self-made man. Rushing the gate with the iron in the fist, fading in and out of the industrial mist. Every single collision is a lesson to learn, watching all the mediocre memories burn. Heavy duty logic with no filter attached, finally the master in the mission unmatched. Unyielding structure in the fluid type space, looking at the destiny right in the face. Vibration shaking the marrow in the bone, establishing the power from a concrete throne. Crushing the doubt with a single-handed stroke, turning every lie into a cloud of gray smoke. Absolute authority, the weight of the night. Everything is clear in the flickering light, bending the reality to fit the grand plan. Nothing but the strength of a self-made man. Resonance lingering in the hollow of the dark, fading like a residual electric type spark. The last thing you feel is the weight of the truth, leaving an impression on the world and the youth.
metronome needed. Breath in fragments, exhale sharp chest heater. Skip the comfort talk, I don't negotiate ease. Pain got a voice that translated the speed. Short steps, then stretch it, glide into a stride. Mind goes silent when the doubt step aside. Clock don't matter, I outpace the minutes. Pulse turn drums, yeah the body got limits. But I bend it, switch cadence, slow, then snap back quick. Like a heartbeat, stutter than a full-on kick. No crowd, no hype, just the echo of will. Every step like a contract, I sign in blood still, legs burning. But the vision stay cold, I ain't chasing the finish, I'm rewriting the code. Don't break pace now, don't break form. Even when the calm feel more like a storm. Run it steady, don't fall, don't fade. Keep it like a rhythm, even deep in the shade. No panic in the lungs, let it build, let it rise. Find peace in the push, see truth in the grind. Hold that tempo, don't slip, don't stall. Even when the silence get loud in it all. One line forward, no rewind space. Life move better in an unbreakable pace. Yeah, unbreakable pace. Yeah. Start with a whisper, then the tempo evolve. Every doubt I had, I dissolve and revolve around new habits, tight loops, clean form, turn chaos to pattern like I rewrite the norm. Quick inhale, cut it, pause, and release that control in the breath, bring the mind some peace. But I don't stay calm too long, I disrupt this. Spike the flow sudden, make the rhythm erupt quick, yeah. Zigzag cadence, I don't jog in a line. I accelerate thoughts while I'm training the spine. Every mile got a memory stitched in the sweat. Every scar a reminder I ain't folded yet. Some steps heavy, some light like air, but the pace stay locked. I ain't going nowhere, not chasing applause. I'm sinking my core with a tempo that I never tapped into before. Stay in motion, even low, even late. Consistency louder than a burst of hate. When it's steady, don't fall, don't fade. Keep it like the rhythm, even deep in the shade. No panic in the lungs, let it build, let it rise. Find peace in the push, see truth in the grind. Hold that tempo, don't slip, don't stall. Even when the silence get loud in it all. One line forward, no rewind space. Life move better in an unbreakable pace. Unbreakable pace. Shortcuts carved in this route I take. Every detour shape what I can't face. Slow grind, muscle fast, mind shift. Heavy legs, but the spirit lift. I don't rush it, I stretch the frame. Make time bend when I pace my lane. Locked in frequency, heart don't race. It just beats in tune with the chosen pace. Run it steady, don't fall, don't fade. Keep it like a rhythm, even deep in the shade. No panic in the lungs, let it build, let it rise. Find peace in the push, see truth in the grind. Hold that tempo, don't slip, don't stall. Even when the silence get loud in it all. One line forward, no rewind space. Life move better in an unbreakable pace. Slow it down, but I never break stride. Even in stillness, I'm moving inside. No finish line, just a shift and stay. I became the rhythm I used to chase.
Yeah. 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 Carry my weight, I don't drop that. Yeah. 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 Pressure on the back, yeah, I carry that calm. Not loud with it. Still heavy in the palm, step, drag, pause. Then I snap back quick, like I'm testing my balance every time it hit. No handouts. I built this lane, took long routes through the dirt and rain. Short nights, long grind, no sleep in between. Had to bet on myself when it wasn't seen. Talk slick, I just let it slide. Energy low, I don't let it ride. Half turn, cut through, change my pace. Now I'm 10 steps ahead, they still in place. No copy moves, I don't mirror trends. I been my rhythm, never follow ends. Heavy low, but my spine stay straight. Heavy ounce of weight, just elevate. Carry my weight, I don't drop that. Walk my line, never off track. No shortcuts, I don't rock that. All mine, yeah, I got that. Hold it down when it get cold. Never break, never get sold. Stand firm, never get told. I move strong with my load. Yeah, back against walls, I adapt, no stall. Quick shift tempo, now I'm breaking the fall. Short breath, hold, then I let it explode. Every move calculated when I'm under that load. They don't see what it took to climb. Just the end, not the cuts in time. Long scars, deep marks, still I press ahead. Turn pain into fuel, every tear I shed. No straight line, I zig then zag. Switch lanes mid-run, never wave a flag like feet. But the weight still there, that's the balance I learned when the stakes weren't fair. Talk less, move more, let it translate. Every step echo louder than the debate. Built core strong, can't crack that code. I don't run from the weight, I become that low. Carry my weight, I don't drop that. Walk my line, never off track, no shortcuts. never get sold. Stand firm, never get told. I move strong with my load. Somewhere between doubt and the drive I found a steady pulse when the noise got loud. Keep pushing, don't fold, don't fade. That's the code and the moves I made. Breath get tight, but I stretch it wide. Shift that weight to the stronger side. Every loss, turn less in mode. Now I walk like I own. Carry my weight, I don't drop that. Walk my line, never off track. No shortcuts, I don't rock that. All mine, yeah, I got that. Hold it down when it get cold. Never break, never get sold. Stand firm, never get told. I move strong with my load.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Barcode, hand sharp, grip set. Short breath, tight chest, no rest yet. Lift, hold, feel that tremble, engage. Every rep like a line on a page. Pause, don't rush, let it sit in the bones. That quiet pressure where the real ones grown. Drop, reset, quick switch tempo. 2 flash reps, then I slow the crescendo. Yeah, uneven rhythm, I like it offbeat. Build control when it's harder to keep. Eyes locked, tunnel. Everything narrow, straight through doubt like a fire. Dabble, no talk, no hype, just a low hum focus. Turn small moments into something ferocious. No shortcuts carved in the work I invest. The truth show up when the body gets stressed. I found wins where the sweat keep falling. No spotlight needed, I hear my calling. Every drop got a story in it, every breath say go when I'm near my limit. No luck here, just time well spent. I built that edge with intent. From the ground up, I reset my debt. Now I cash in, victories paid in sweat. Hit the pavement, night air cut clean through the lungs as I pace it. Street light flicker reflections I'm chasing, not places. Stride, open up when I loosen the tension. Breath falling to a natural extension, not force, just a rhythm I grew into. Every mile like a lens I see through. Past doubts, all frames get deleted. I don't chase speed, I let it be seated. Gradual build and I surge, then I coast. Play with the tempo like I'm training both ends of the spectrum, control and release. Finding my balance and movement and peace. No finish line fixed, I redraw the map. Each step forward ain't leading me back. It's all forward, even when it feels still. That's the quiet power of a train wheel. Stay smooth when the heartbeat race. That calm under pressure, set the real pace. I found wins where the sweat keep falling. No spotlight needed, I hear my calling. Every drop got a story in it, every breath say go when I'm near my limit. No luck here, just time well spent. I built that edge with intent. From the ground up, I reset my debt. Now I cash in, victories paid in sweat. Slow it down, feel every inch of the strain. That's where clarity cut through the noise in my brain. Micro shifts turn flaws into skill. I don't fight the moment, I bend it the will. Stack small gains till they look like a wave. That's the difference between half and what's made. No illusion, just reps well kept. That's the language spoken in sweat. I found wins where the sweat keep falling. No spotlight needed, I hear my calling. Every drop got a story in it, every breath say go when I'm near my limit. No luck here, just time well spent. I built that edge with intent. From the ground up, I reset my debt. Now I cash in, victories paid in sweat.